All right, we're back on the Mana Symbol channel. We're going to try out something a little bit crazy here. I just brewed this up on stream, and it's time to play it. We're playing Storm the Festival, Superfriends with Kasmina, Teferi, Teferi Master of Time, Tamiyo Collector of Tales, Wrenn and Seven. Probably should have gotten Teferi Hero of Dominaria in here as well. So, but there's plenty of room to fit in all your favorite Planeswalkers from these colors. And we're also playing Oath of Teferi. For those who don't know this allows you to activate loyalty abilities Planeswalkers you control twice each turn, which is very powerful with the mass of Planeswalkers we have. And you also get to slide a card when it enters. We've got Search for Tomorrow, Oath of Nissa, Explore. There's a Jace in here. Carry and Lich. Because Jace is better than all. We've got some Time Warps to try to go off in the late game with possibly Wrenn and Six, or just our mass of Planeswalkers with 2 Oath of Teferis. Oath of Teferi plus Teferi Master of Time plus Kasmina means that Teferi Master of Time can gain 8 loyalty per cycle, which is kind of nuts. Yeah, I know, J.K. Torborg. That's part of the reason we didn't bring that in. And then we're playing Storm the Festival at the top end to try to just flip in multiple large permanents over the course of a game. So I don't know if there's too much more to say about this deck other than it's very likely we need to play more interaction than this. And we'll just see how punishing that may or may not end up being. We just went through a very soft, kind of hilarious league with basically a good version of this deck before I horribly defaced it, and we 5-0'd with that. So it's very fun that we don't play more interaction. I mean, I'm sure there's a good middle ground to hit, J.K. Torborg. That is for like almost definitely true. There's probably a better middle ground with this deck. Like, if I switched back to the white walls, and we should probably play the 4th Teferi Time Raveler, and I'm missing Hero of Dominaria. Hero of Dominaria would be another reasonable white card to pitch. You could play 6-drop Elspeth, although you can't flip into, oh god, Connorman. Alright, well, at least we're on the play. His name's Connor, he plays aggro. We got a terrible opener, so let's ship that. We got a terrible second draw, but I'll keep it because of the time Raveler. He's streaming, sure. If he's on Living End, I'm in huge trouble, but probably on huge trouble no matter what Connor would choose to play. Well, about that being weak to aggro, right? At least maybe he's on Living End, so like almost any deck we would have played wouldn't have been a good spot. This is rhinos? No. It's Living End. Yeah, if Teferi manages to get in, if he's got the worst Living End 7 ever. It's okay, we have a sideboard for this. We have the sideboard for this. All right. Living End. Didn't have anything to cycle? Holy god. He doesn't have the Living End this turn. I don't know what his hand is, but Well, since I can't gain any life off Omnath this turn, let's just play Wall. Draw a card. Still no cycles. I don't know. I don't understand what's happening. He's playing around my untapped mana. Why Wall instead of Omnath? Because chances are he's going to Living End right now. And if it was with Shardless, then next turn I play Omnath, possibly into Fetch Land. I didn't want to fetch with that, actually, but it's fine. He's going to Violent Outburst now? Okay, this is better for us. Oh, he's not. He is? He's not. Okay. Well, this sucks. Oh, could have done that. Oops. So now I lose the Omnath too. And I think his attack is lethal. 5, 10... plus a bunch of 9s. Sorry, plus a bunch of 3s, which is 9. Still doesn't have the Violent Outburst. I don't believe it. 20 cards deep. I have no idea what his hand is. It's got to be all interaction, like Brazen Borrowers and stuff. I want to believe. Literally all lands, boat guy? I mean, it could be. Grief. Sure. Maybe he's sandbagging? I mean, maybe. Maybe he's drawn a bunch of Living Ends, like 2 of them at least. Did he exile one? He did exile one. Maybe he's drawn 2 of them, and there are only 3. Does Living End sacrifice? It exiles, right? Oh, exiles and then sacrifice. Yeah, it sacrifices. Yes, yes. Tamiyo stops Living End. I mean, half of it. Yeah. Do you Omnath next turn to get 1 into the yard? Maybe? He did take the Tamiyo there. Which I guess means he doesn't have it still? Alright. Green, green, and we're getting a green. I guess I'll get a plains. I already have double blue. Yeah, sure. I would like to also be able to play Wrenn and Six this turn. I can't. All right. It's fine. If this resolves, we could get a Teferi off of it. Oh, well that's, yep. Teferi and Fires. An Oath? Yeah, we're going to Oath. I'm going to attack first. We can go... I'm not going to slide my Teferi because they might have got by it. So we'll go Oath. Slide Omnath. Companion the hand. Plus Teferi. Minus Teferi. Bounce wall? Bounce wall. Yeah. Alright. Thanks, David. No, 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 no. Fire, right? What? They can fire Teferi now. Oh, sure. I didn't put Living End on fire. Living End might be playing fire, I guess. So they're dead. Hilarious. Stomp out of Living End? I guess he could be on the Teamer Living End deck, but I feel like he saw that deck and went, Keck W. It's not the stock deck. I'll never play that. I'm going to Time Warp. I'm just sequencing. Kill you. I can't believe we won that game. What a weird night. There's no justice in this world. I just want everyone to know. Third rip didn't go. Thank you. Thank you. I think I'll cut Explore. I don't want to cut any of the other ramp. Probably could shave down on Omnath by at least one. Wrenn and Seven seems... I don't know. Yeah, Wrenn and Seven's a bit slow. It's like Storm the Rest will solve itself. I guess. And a Wall of Blossoms? Sure. Wrenn and Seven was meant to find Uro and make the Field of the Dead live. I would believe that that was true. Now, see, King, the problem with saying that we'd be living in modern lands is that, I mean, and again, in my mind, a real lands deck is playing, like, more than 50% lands and very few, like, creatures or planeswalkers. Like, the Legacy lands deck is a thing of beauty. Like, it is truly unreal. Is Search one of those cards that gets cut on the draw a lot of the time? Yeah, maybe it should have been. Over Explorer. Explorer actually draws me towards Chalices in this matchup. Yeah, you're probably right, Matzo Ball. That was probably the better sideboarding. Yeah, Valakut Exploration is cracked in lands. Like, that's a new addition that really significantly changes how that deck works. Yeah. Well, you're taking 12 damage a turn. They're also ripping through their deck. Lands will never exist outside of lands in EDH? Yeah, probably not. Yeah, Vintage is way too fast. You've tried. King Ghidra Brewing Pog. Grip it and rip it, baby. Cycling first. Well, I'm assuming it's getting Force Goddess Girl, but maybe he doesn't have it. He's probably just looking for better things to discard to it, I would assume. Yeah. I'm assuming. Positive thinking? I mean, sure. I just... Oh, sorry. How do you deal 12 with exploration? Oh, Valakut exploration. You generate a ridiculous number of land drops with explore, fetch lands. I can't remember what the other cards in lands look like, but... Oh, thanks for playing, bud. All right. They left that on top for me. Oh, that's just rude. Life from the Loam? Well, Life from the Loam doesn't give you actual land drops. I think... Is that Fast Bond? Yeah, exploration and land drops get you a good number. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Sorry, 9, 10... We're taking 11. Then I can play Omnath. Then I take 9. So I think we're just dead here. But somehow maybe not. Oh, if I draw Fury. Fury is the draw. Fury is the draw. Omnath next turn means I would only take potentially 4, 5, 6. I go to 1 next turn. No, go to -1 next turn. Is Architect still bugged? I don't think so. It didn't give me the option to stack it. So it seems like they fixed one of the many bugs currently riddling Magic Online, which is fun. Mystical Dispute. Oh, really? Didn't have it. Fury! All right. Just dead? Well, let's see. Did they target me? They did. At least I think they did. Oh, no, they did target themselves. Okay. Oh, they not play Valakuts and Mountains and Fast Bond? I guess it's worse. It's almost definitely just worse. That's why they don't do it. I mean, why didn't we Omnath? Oath for Fury. Because I couldn't cast another spell. I drew the Oath off the Omnath, and Omnath put me to 0 mana on the turn. Oh, I should switch the... There we go. I waited months for the recross fix. I didn't think they could fix it that fast. I assume it depends on what broke. Because, like, the Magic Online spaghetti code is just fix abundant. I don't know if they can, Mord. You had Wall for the Oath mana. You're thinking of the wrong Wall. This is not Wall of Roots. This is Wall of Blossoms. This draws a card. Yeah. Nope. Okay. Gotta draw something, but got a Chalice. Yeah, basically the upshot of the Abundant Growth bug is it should keep working through Blood Moon and Spreading Seas, and it doesn't. Chalice. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Une vase? Is that a cup? Something like that. Abundant cares not of timestamps. Yeah, so basically what the deal is because why is it not timestamps if it's well, it's not the same layer. Abundant Growth doesn't add land types. It just adds an ability. And that ability says tap, add 1 mana of any color. So that goes on the ability layer, which applies after the type changing layer, and it works totally normally. It's just the thing is there's not a lot of playable cards that add abilities. No, so Moon doesn't stop it. Moon should never stop it because it always applies afterwards. It doesn't say printed on it. I mean, it might say something like that, Red 7. I have no idea where you're pulling that from and in what way that I don't, that's not like real rules talk, if that makes sense. The Gatherer rulings. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, that maybe that's a good way to interpret it, because that's like, that is like plain English that most people would be able to be like, oh, not the stuff that's printed on it, but things added by other abilities. And there's actually a reminder in the CR that's kind of to that effect. So maybe that's why that's that way. Well, we're ripping a lot of furries. Opponent is not ripping a lot of lands. Yeah, that does seem like something that would be in the Gatherer rulings, just to make it in plain English. Well, they found a land. Furries. Oh no. Breaker of Chains. Okay. So if I hit a land with this, okay, it's land in Omnath. I think I'm supposed to take the land and then just pass the turn. And if they Living End, they grief one of my Furies, but then I can cast the other one, and then I can cast the Yorion and just eat their board for the moment. I guess if they don't have the land drop into the Living End now, and they did miss a land drop already, then taking the Omnath is a lot better. But we don't know if I don't know if I'm going to hit a land next turn. And if I don't, it's a disaster. So we'll take the island. Not my favorite, but I think I have to. If I took the Omnath, I think I was supposed to pitch one Fury to the other this turn. Yeah, so anyway, the upshot is that Abundant Growth and other cards that grant abilities to lands, those abilities will persist through a Blood Moon. That's really all you need to know. Well, I was just talking about that MTG Freakin', and so the thing is that would be fine if they weren't about to Living End right now and get a grief back. So the result there is that I end up with a Fury in play, but then they grief my Yorion. Whereas this way, if they Living End right now, they can take one of my Furies, and then I cast a Fury on my turn, and then I cast a Yorion on the turn after that. So I actually end up in a better spot by waiting on it. The problem is I don't actually have anything to do on this turn. Maybe we'll draw something. And if the Cascade card that they hit is Violent Outburst, then we end up in a really bad spot. I'm really hoping to draw like any of my Planeswalkers. They're all castable at this point. They evoke another Foundation Breaker just to get into the graveyard. Fair enough. Maybe the Cascade into Spell Pierce. It's always a possibility. No, not on the basics, Michael. Just on those affected by Blood Moon. All right, we just pass this back here. We stay right where we are. It's fine. I can fetch another green source. Again, I've been misplaying a bit along the way and not fetching green sources where I could have to set up for the potential. Oh no, he's got Violent Outburst. It's going to be a problem. I'm assuming he's got Violent Outburst. Yup. Wait, why didn't you do a draw step? What? Okay. There's 2 Riverwinders? Ugh. I can't beat this. Yes, I mean, that's Forgotten Orb. As far as they've managed to get it, I suppose is pretty. Oh, because they're gonna Architect me. God, that Living End should not be able to do all the things that it does. They can't Architect me? Is it still bug? Okay, that's why they've been architecting themselves. Okay, so this doesn't make any sense. I feel like they should have done this draw step then. I don't think there's any reason to do this in upkeep. Shoot. Okay. I mean, Living End is clearly fine. Like, it isn't actually too good, but it is really obnoxious. It is... No, we have no sweepers in this deck list. And to be fair, I've had a pretty medium draw, but so have they. So we're going to 1 here, so I can no longer draw Storm. What the hell? Violent for the damage. All right. So we won game 1 on them having a colossal meltdown of a game. And top deck another Fury. It wouldn't matter. Drawing another red card would have been great. No, they had 2 5/5 with Hexproof. It's not good enough. Nothing's good enough there. You just need a Supreme Verdict, Wrath of God, something like that. Omnath was the... Yeah, Omnath would have been better. That's okay. Like, losing the Living End, not a problem. The biggest tilt to me, actually, was the fact that he had the Foundation Breakers in that game for the rip. Or was that... Yeah, for that... Because... he didn't see, like, any enchantments or anything, but Connor's a good player, so... Okay, so... Fires can go. Explore can go. Oh, we're on the draw. He assumed Chalice and Endurance. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I know he saw Oath of Teferi. I'm just saying, like, the way it all came together was annoying. Yes, I saw Roy. Thank you so much. Damn it. Mold of 5 and get Inquisitioned. Ah, Modern. Back to the good things. They took the search for... Oh, God. Okay, well, there's a ton of lands that give me this Wrenn and Six if they don't have a second discard spell. So, maybe risky from them. Second discard spell. Tarmogoyf. Okay. Okay. Draw. Bang. Of course, the Tarmogoyf will probably one-shot my Wrenn and Six, but, you know. No, unfortunately, J.K. Torborg, Roy writes pretty much 100% helpful commands. Helpful, accurate, clear commands. That's his style. And mine, for that matter. I mean, jokes are great, but, like, if you're doing something that's actually trying to be helpful... Roy tends to shitpost in his actual, like, communication. But if you actually ask him for information, it'll be clear and concise. There you go. Now you got your joke. I mean, no, Roy is like clear, beautiful, efficient information in between shitposts. It's a shitpost sandwich. Yes, that J.K. Torberg, that is an accurate description. Second Thoughtseize. Yikes. Oh, and of course they discarded Jace, so it grew the Tarmogoyf. But then I drew the nuts. I mean, not the nuts, but the goods. No. Buy Tarmogoyf. Although, I guess if they have the next land, they could shamble on over and knock down my Wrenn and Six, but we're almost on enough mana for Storm the Festival, so... Yeah. Nice draw. Put good cards in the deck. Just put good cards in your deck, you'll draw them. They'll be great. Is Captain Shambles coming over to play? Are you tanking the incredibly huge hose on your tempo opponent? Because I will accept you taking an incredibly large hosing on your tempo. Ooh. Don't like that. Wait. But now they can't cast the Tarmogoyf. Opponent, what are you doing? I think it's called giving us a chance, I guess so. I'm not a cop. I guess I could have put Yorion in my hand this turn and then cast Fires into Fury next turn. But the Fury doesn't really matter because they're about to Caldra. Yes, we can, a game maker. So yes, we're gonna Fury into Yorion. Hopefully they play the Tarmogoyf. That's what I'm hoping for. And then whichever of my Planeswalkers they don't kill, I get to reset. Although resetting Wrenn and Six doesn't matter here. Oh, maybe they have... No, what are they not overcommitting because of, like, they're worried about a Wrath? I mean, I think I just spew here, right? Like, I'll just play the Yorion, because why not? Like, I got Storm the Festival in my hand, and I can't imagine them dealing with all this and hitting... They're playing around the Fury. I guess? Yeah, I guess. But, like... Literally anywhere where they attack, I am not blocking. Just crack them back for 10. Sure, kill my Wrenn and Six. Go nuts! Opponent is attacking the stream. No, we're not playing, was it Undertale? We're not playing Undertale, Roy. Damn! Ha 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 ha. Sure. Alright. Let's go. Oh, I played my land before I did this, so we could hit Omnath and not have a first land drop. That's on me. Teferi, Master of Time, and Fury. Or Fury and Wrenn and Six ping the Tarmogoyf. I like Teferi, though. Because then I get to mix up some of these cards in my hand.
Crush the freedom fighters before the start of the rainy season.
And remember, a shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the head.
I can phase out Tarmogoyf on their... or phase out the Germ token on their turn. So I think it's Fury and Teferi. Fury's just a body here more than anything. Although it trades with the Tarmogoyf. And then Teferi could draw me into something that finishes out the Tarmogoyf this turn. Alright. Oh, we can respond to this with the Teferi. Fury double trigger with Yorion. Huh? I don't understand. Dude. Oh, I needed to play the land to play Storm the Festival with the... Yeah, Fires, of course. Go away. Shoot. This is actually still attached, if anyone's curious. It will come back in attached. It's called... Oh, what is it called? Something phasing? Does anyone know what that's called? Things that are attached to a permanent that phases out, phase out with it, and phase back in attached to it. I forget what it's called. It's called something phasing. No, it's not called oubliette, Michael. Static phasing? No, that's not right. Yeah, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Phasing by association. I mean, that's the gist of what it's describing. On Arena, the UI is a lot better. For phasing, sure. For everything else, nah. For everything else, there's Magic Online. Think the expression you're looking for is phasing? It is not, but... Yeah, I know Oogly got rewritten to be phasing, but... There is a specific term for the things attached to a thing that phase out with it. But I can't remember what it's called. I felt like Roy was going to come to my rescue, and Alex is probably offline. I'll trade Yorion to keep this in play. Yeah. Oh, this goes to the graveyard, too. Indirect phasing. Thank you. Indirect phasing. It's called indirect phasing. Yeah. So, cards attached to a card that phase out with it and stay attached. And that is what we're looking for. And that is what we're looking for. Okay, so let's get more green. Can attack with Fury here if I want to offer the trade with the Siege Rhino, but I don't really at the moment. I mean, we've been drawing a lot of cards through our deck, right? That's a sick draw. Phase the Rhino has to be lethal? Maybe it was. Yeah. I don't have another land to play. Yeah, if I lose this game, it's because I didn't take the obvious line. But I'm okay with it. But still feeling good. Woo! There's a card draw. We haven't gotten infinite turns yet, but we're real damn close. Why are you not +2ing Wrenn? Oh, I could have with the Kasmina. Yeah, I could have gotten infinite turns there. I forgot that it did that. Is the real reason why I was doing that wrong. Yes, thank you, team. Honestly, most of this game has been about the fact that I've been trying to get to the flashback on Storm the Festivals more than anything else. Yeah, it works with Teferi too. But Teferi rummaging right now is more powerful than the scrying. So, at least with that one, I feel like I have a justification. Like, honestly, this game is not really about killing my opponent at this point. It's about creating a gigantic battlefield where I'm going to go infinite turns, then take 2 turns, and then also Flashback Storm the Festival. So that's the plan, such as it is. Teferi and Omnath. Bounce the Siege Rhino. No, bounce the Phyrexian Germ. New plan, let the Wookiee win. I'll trade this for Siege Rhino right now if they want. So yeah, I 100% could have just killed them this game. But setting all this up was way cooler. +2 Teferi. I can do that now, yeah. +2, 3 fairy? You want me to do that rather than killing the Germ token? No, I don't have Oath of Teferi in play. I didn't have it there. Okay, so let's get Prismatic Ending. I think that's it for this matchup. Probably cut Search for Tomorrow for it. That's what people are saying. You're supposed to cut that on the draw. Yeah, I feel like we had a lot of lines, and the one I went for was like the goofy big fun line, and I'm not going to feel sorry about it. So, if anyone in chat is offended by my lack of perfect go for the throat gamesmanship, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. You can get out. This deck's great. It's certainly something. I loved Cave Dan coming in and being like, wait, what happened? How did it take me this long to realize you have a Canadian sorry? I exaggerated there. Sorry. Oh geez, sorry. It's quite the deck, you know? Why don't kill? Exactly. Fires is really good with Time Walks and Planeswalkers. Ah, geez, bud. Oh, geez, that's a tough one. I always think of it as an A sound, Red 7. Sorry. Oh, geez, sorry, eh? You know, me and the boys, we were going out. Sorry, yeah, you know? And we were going out there, having a couple of beers, you know? Like you do. That's a good song, Shadowless. I have it. I have that one. I'll play it next. It's coming up for you. Sorry, the song queue ran out, and as is my way, I'm in Canada. I'm in Canada right now. I've been in Canada for a long time, considering my previous pattern of life. I'm going to hold this, because it's probably just going to die. It's a deep cut joke. Americans don't understand. You have to be pretty old to get it, though. In theory. Or study Canadian politics. The close succession of Quebec, yeah. I feel like you gotta be pretty old to get that one. Jeez! Wow. Yeah, I guess that's how you can Abzan kill someone. Or... I hate having to shock for this, but... Oop. Or take a bunch of French in high school, which is pointless now. Yeah, you could do that too. So if they have 20 health and Platinum Imperia and Tree of Perdition becomes an O20 and they stay at 20. Their life total can't change, right? It cannot change. So Tree of Perdition's ability doesn't work. Couldn't I have fires into Omnath? Oh my god, I could. I don't know why I didn't do that. Yes, I could have. Am I finishing this league? Yeah, I'm finishing this league. We just fires into Yorion this turn, so it's kind of 6 of one, half a done as the other. And I'll gain my extra life at end of turn rather than waiting. Because I don't want them to untap and have a dam. Does a Canadian ever give up on something they've started? Of course we do. We suck all the time. You ever seen some of our hockey teams? I'll tell you, those Toronto Maple Leafs, they've got some tough seasons that they've had there, you know? Just really not putting in the work. Constant disappointment, but they always sell out. Tamiyo? Yeah, Tamiyo's something else. When you resolve Tamiyo against the right deck, it is disgusting. They travel in herds. They do travel in herds. Okay, we needed a better... Well, I could Tamiyo into Prismatic Ending and end the Sea Rhino. Yeah, that's what we're doing. God damn, she's so good. Are we playing a Pioneer deck in Modern? Essentially. We pick up Prismatic Ending. Or Kasmina, I guess. No, you pick up Ending. They wouldn't let us... Yes, Roy has the right answer. They wouldn't let us play a Pioneer, Modern deck in Pioneer. They said it was unfair. Hippies. So the question is, am I going to defend this Tamiyo this turn? No? Crack them for 9, and then they have to have a blocker? Whoa, whoa, easy there, Mord. Okay, no reason to be so aggressive about it. We all know I'm a coward, and this is a coward stream, so I do not have... Fires is not legal in Pioneer. So that's another reason. Reset Tamiyo. I already played Yorion several turns ago. You can't just activate this. I tried nothing and I'm all out of ideas. Love it. Oh! Okay, very close to dead. Yeah, I thought so, Red 7. I am a judge. Why no Raging Ravine? I had a reason at the time. Oh, it's because I wanted to gain extra life. But I guess I'll just play it now. So it's possible we lose to a single removal spell here, but I guess Red 7, that would have to do with the order in which the card tells you to do the things, but I don't actually know. Okay, so we're going to 4. But I can gain 8 over the next turn cycle again. So. Exchanges are whack? Yeah, they certainly are. Fire is Pioneer legal? Are you serious? That seems wrong. But. All right. Trigger. Uptick Tamiyo? No. Do we plus for Storm the Festival? No, I don't think so. Yeah, well, yeah, but I can't cast Festival from the graveyard. Oh, it's banned in Historic. Yes, that makes sense. No, I know, but I want to hit Festival because I can't flash it back yet. I don't have 10 mana. Storm with more cards if you hit it. No, either way, we're not plussing Tamiyo. We're just not. That's a very good way to die here. You have Omnath. You have 10 mana. Oh, right. Okay, fair. Yes, you're all reminding me that we have an Omnath trigger. My bad. I forgot about Omnath trigger. But still, I would rather make sure that I'm okay here, right? No, okay. I mean, I guess we're not going to die anyway. Because we're going to go up to 12. And then we're going to take probably 10. We're not going to go to 12. We're going to go to 11. You don't think ending is winning, though? I mean, yeah. Okay, fine. Let's go for the big win. Yeah, we have Ravine to block if we miss, too. For sure. Like, we can take a very minimal amount of damage if we have to. Also, plussing means that if they hit it with one thing, it lives. I'm so excited to miss and be Madge. So we hit. We get Oath of Teferi, and I can't respond by making mana. Do I want the second Omnath just to gain, or we just take a land drop? Maybe we just take the fetch land drop for the triple trigger. Oh, this means I get to double activate Tamiyo. Get land. Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. No, I already have my 2. I can't play more spells. Oh, yes, right. You got it. Yeah. Got it. We send the fires out, and now we can cast. We can pick it up and cast it. Or I could pick up something else. I could just cast it first, right? For 10. And see what happens. Or I could pick it up and cast it. Cast ending from graveyard. I mean, I should cast it first, right? I think. So I need white. Time Raveler and Fury. I'll take those. Okay, GG. I mean, it's not GG, but it's pretty good. Oh, no, it is GG. Whee! Smash. Oh, little Abzan deck. You were no match. I did not almost miss lethal. I just didn't start looking for it yet. I meant I wasn't done, Mord. I meant I wasn't done. We didn't build this deck not to do things like that, Mord. Oh, mercy. Oh my god. Oh, that was truly excellent. Horizon Canopy? Wait, what am I about? What am I up against? Like Collect a Company or something? I mean, either way I'm casting Teferi this turn, I just think I'm getting the basic island rather than shocking. Yeah, it could be Wreck, although I don't like it. Canopy still doesn't. No, see, this is what I thought. Yeah, this is what I thought it was going to be. Something with Collect a Company. That's, I don't know why. Like, I said the word Collect a Company, right? I said something like that. I hope I said something like that. I meant to. Colonnade is whack. It certainly is, but I mean, it's not the craziest thing I've ever seen in one of these decks. It's probably a Resto deck, right? I did say Company? Good, good, good. But anyway, there was a reason that I was like, maybe I should stop pounding my life total, because I thought it was control, but it's not. Oh, sure. Yeah, it's probably some weird Bant Company thing, but... Second Queller, Jesus. Okay, well. I'm just a very experienced L1, Roy. I'm just a thoroughly experienced L1. At least they probably can't... No, I don't think that's true, Mike. I think their deck is playing more than just Spell Quellers as counter magic. I think they're playing Spell Quellers as their first sort of line of counter magic. The one that they will use first most frequently. But I don't think that this is all they have. I think they're probably playing Counterspell. They're probably playing... Yeah, I think it's like Bant, like tempo, flashy control stuff. Yeah. More knows what I think it is. It probably has Resto. It might have Ephemerate. It almost definitely has Solitude. Frilled Mystic. Mystic Snake is legal. Mystic Snake is legal. So I think we lead this turn on, like, Master of Time. Into Wall of Blossoms. This probably eats a counter. And the next turn we'll Storm the Festival, assuming that they have gone through more counter magic. This is going to be a very difficult matchup for us overall. Any kind of like tempo deck is going to be rough. Okay, so I have another forest, which is good. Paths their own Codal. Wow, we found a real psycho. They're playing Path to Exile in Modern Keck W. I love people like that. Path is a reasonable choice. Not a popular choice, but it's a good card. So I could save the Wrenn and Six to lose the Master, but I think I don't want the Master. So if this resolves, it puts Teferi's already going out of range for just the Quellers. I think I... forgotten. Okay, you're talking about that. I think last turn I actually did forget to play my land. I don't think I'm at the spot where I should... Like, I have to jam Storm the Festival. The fact that they played the Ice Fang where they played it last turn makes me think I'm going to get away with this. Go. Yep. I mean, these are the cards I'm taking. I can Jace to get my Teferi back, and then they'll just re-spell Queller it. May Coco here? Path. Sure. That's fine. Good thing I added more basics, huh? Anyone think we're going to get to Flashback Storm the Festival this game? I know, I do. There's Math Guy. Math Guy, thank you for proving my point. Mord is wise in the ways of... I was the one who said we should add more basics to this deck. They can't re-Queller Tef 3, though? Yeah, no, they can. It'll be on the stack. You bounce the Spell Queller. Oh, yeah, you are, Mord. You bounce the Spell Queller, it goes to their hand, a trigger goes on the stack, puts the Teferi back on the stack, then they recast the Spell Queller and just snag it again. So, you don't do anything. You don't move the needle. Alright. We're going to pick one of those back up next turn. If they split their attackers, we get to save Jace. No, we get to save Jace no matter what. Huh. Oh, unless they have another creature. Or if they use Colonnade. Or they finally cast Collected Company. Miss, 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 miss. You have a lot of misses in your deck. You're going to miss. That is very much not a miss. Although it's not a very good Snapcaster Mage. Ambitious Farmhand. They have creatures with 3 different powers. They could switch it into a 3/3 lifelink for 3 mana. Well, all my Planeswalkers gonna die. Booting up Colonnade? Good lord. Then they play a Hierarch. Okay. Yes, and? I wonder if they screw up their attack here somehow. Because they might not realize Teferi can phase something out. They did not. They're not. They're only attacking Jace with a single creature. Beautiful. See ya. Yeah, I know more. I was just making sure. No, nobody knows what that card does. Yeah, get the tap and play with the bounce. Yeah. I'm gonna storm first. No, I'll do that first. Then I can storm at instant speed during combat, right? Then we get to storm with Flash. You like storming now? Fires Omnath? Sure. Yeah, you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we could bounce this for Explorer. Yeah, I want to cast Storm the Festival first in case we hit a Fires and we see... Well, I don't have to take the Fires, and I probably won't. Because we're doing this first in case we hit Omnath. Did not. Didn't hit much good, actually. But I'll take Wall of Blossoms and Wrenn and Six. Good enough. Another Storm. Alright. So... Ping... Snappy. Bounce. Oh, they've got a Colonnade that's going to be coming in. So I can't protect everyone. No matter what. I can plus to make sure Teferi doesn't... No, I can't. We should just take the Explorer. If they Colonnade, they won't... They might have one Queller up next turn, but Queller doesn't bother me. Yeah, if they spend their entire turn on a Colonnade, it's probably good for me. I agree. Oh! Alright. Deck's going off. I'd still have 2 land drops, right? I could play the Fires this turn. Play Kasmina? Why? You think we win next turn? With the Oath into the Time Warp? Yeah, I think so. Okay. You're right. Good catch. Yeah, Wrenn and 6 +4/+4. Oops. Sure. Alright, go ahead, opponent. So, go. This might be the most impressive version of one of these crazy-ass Planeswalker turns decks that I've ever made. But I think it's also that the meta is very, like, accommodating to it right now. Storm the Festival is almost playable. It seems pretty playable to me. They can actually attack with Ambitious Farmhand this turn and flip it. They could. So, the crux of this turn is, can I crush them without ever playing something for them to Spell Queller? Are you kidding me? Okay. Whatever, opponent. Whatever. Okay. So, +2. It's fine. Brainstorm. I don't need wall. Probably don't need another storm right now. Hold on. So we're going to play Oath into Time Warp this turn. That's really all we're doing. Flicker the Wall of Blossoms, sure. Time Warp. +2. Storm on top, sure. This is lethal? Yeah, it's already lethal. You can fire into Oath into Time Warp. I think, yes, I could have. You're right. But honestly, this game's a good example of how we don't really need Oath in this deck to, like, do the deck. Yeah, we're just gonna go infinite turns here. There's no ifs, and or buts about it. Like, we go +2, -7, and it's over. All right, then we go Jace. Wait, we don't even have to do this way. We can just scry. Scry 1, top. Scry 1, top. Scry 1, top. There almost could be a time stretch in this deck, to be perfectly honest. I've already played the Time Warp, so let's go ahead and play Little Jace and just bounce their world for funsies. Scry 1. It's very Time Rattler on top, or Master of Time on top. Play Wall of Blossoms, pass the turn. Scry 1. Top. Scry 1. Top. Scry 1. I like that my opponent is not F6. Top. Make a 9/9. Scry 1. Top. Make a 4/4. Storm. No, I want to cast just Time Warp. Wait, what? -12. I had to lose my Jace? I'm not doing that. Oh, they play Counterspell. Okay, I thought they would. Good to know. Kill you. Many questions, but I'm afraid to ask. The only thing you need to do is grab the deck list and smile. The answer to all of them is yes, and be afraid. The deck list only raises more questions. Forget Cons was 7 years ago? That sounds like a bad choice. Super friendly today? I hope it's friendly all the time, Squirmit. Gosh. I do mean that, though. Like, sometimes I come off when I'm a little bit tired or whatever. I come off shittier than I would like to, but I hope it's mostly friendly. Unless you're talking about the chat. I think it's because I put in the stream title that we're playing Storm the Festival, so most people wandering in are kind of... This is one of those actually pull out when no one playing Grid. Yeah, definitely that. Center hasn't been good for 7 years. That is not true. It was very, very good for Ixalan through War. Yeah, that's the whole era. Ixalan through War was actually quite good. What do you think that this list would look like without Yorion? Smaller? Yeah, Guild Standard and RNA. I can't put Yorion into my hand without having to discard to hand size. This is not worth removing. I should have played a land, fetch land and gone for a tap land. I guess I'll just kill it. Like, it's card disadvantage. No, I'm not killing it. We'll pass here. They probably have Spellcoil in their hand and they're not going to get the cast, so. Guilds was phenomenal, and then Allegiances was fine, and then War was poor. What's better for this deck, Solitude or Fury? I put in Fury because I'm more worried about decks going wide, but like obviously that's not that good against Hammer Time. I missed the follow from Molten Hard and Discord just now. Thank you so much for that follow. I think Fury's better. That's why I put Fury in it, but I'm frequently wrong. I am frequently wrong when I play the game Magic the Gathering, and I want you to know that. I, for one, hated Hydroid Krasis. I feel like Solitude's better than the deck than Yorion pitches Solitude. I mean, in theory, yes, but in practice, that's not the only... That's not the only way to do that, right? Okay, if they collect a company, I have Fury already, and then I have another Fury after that one, so we're okay here. Ice Fang? That's fine. I know Yorion can't pitch to Fury, but like Fury cleaning up wide boards is relevant. But Solitude clearing tall boards is relevant. Like tall creatures is relevant for a lot of stuff. So I kept Fury because I like Fury more on average, but I think Solitude is probably better, and this deck probably should just be playing Solitude, especially with the sideboard that's 100% white cards and chalices. Oh, I should have gotten red-white. Roy. Roy, are you shitposting again? Fury. Can't spell Coil that one. Counter spell. What? Yeah. Yep. We got Cryptic. Witness. For the land? No? So this means they have Counterspell in hand. So I think I go to Ending the Witness. And if they Counterspell that, I Fury. Because I can't let them to keep this because they're probably playing Ephemerate. Plus the Fury's going to clear the board. So their Ephemerate won't come back. Oh! No Counterspell. Well, that's unfortunate. But it's fine. Being under Cryptic Lock is kind of bad. Well, yeah. That's why I got rid of the Witness. At the moment, I'm taking 1 damage per turn, so it's like I could take an opponent. It's a standard card. They could flip it here. They won't. Coward. So we'll go to exile the Hierarch? No, we can get we can go for the Ice Fang. Yeah, and if they counter this, then we jam through. When I'm playing dwarves? You mean dwarf bugs? Whenever? Okay, so they can't play the Cryptic, so I should force them to counter. I don't really want to lose this Omnath here, but I probably should. And if by some miracle this actually resolves. Mana Leak. Okay, well. What happened? They walk. The Ice Fang offended me. Who would have said the counterspell would replace? Exactly. Yeah, it's a lot of non-creature hits in their Coco deck. So we'll run this Sky Noodle into Cryptic. Then we play Storm. Yep. Unless they run Coco main and sign into more count. Well, that's exactly what they should do, DJ Jedi Jeff, but how are they playing Cryptic and Mana Leak? What do you mean how? Like, I assume it's just because their deck is misbuilt because they don't really know what they're doing. Yeah, like I understand that it doesn't make sense, but like they're clearly just doing it. I mean, oh, that song was like Lord of the Rings song by Tom Hardy. I don't actually know what it's called, or Fellowship of the Ring, but it says walk a lot. It's fun. They have Counterspell in their deck. They're probably playing 4 counterspells and 1 Mana Leak or something. If I had to guess. Tom Cardy. C. Cardy. Yeah, but, like, if they're playing mono counter magic, like, this makes no sense to me. Gonna snap counter this? Gosh, I hope so. Oh, snare. Crap. That means they have a lot of mana up. Wait, but Snapcaster's, like, pointless on this board, so I don't even really care. Thank you, Goddess Girl. This Colonnade is going to kill us real soon. God, so many counters! I did not build my sideboard for this. I thought we'd be able to beat these decks. And in truth, we did in game 1. Am I dead? No, I'm going to 1. No, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. If they realize. Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of deck that's just going to kill us because I did not put a single Veil of Summer or Mystical Dispute in my sideboard. Yeah, if they attack with everything, I'm actually dead. Opponent's not going to miss lethal. Yeah, damn. Close one. Yay! Okay, Prismatic Ending's necessary, but oof. Opponent leans back in their chair. Ah, I played that game perfectly. I won on the tightest of margins. Exactly. OMG, can't believe this opponent is registering Kasmina in 2021. What is this? Jeez. Yeah, we need an early Wrenn and Six if I can get it. Okay, keep bottom Fires. Maybe Fires was the board out here for something. It's missing Ragavans? It is not missing Ragavans, but... Sorry, I guess my response there should have been, well, it's not missing them. It's Peter. Seems like you've been missing a lot of work lately. Well, I wouldn't say I've been missing it. God, so good. But this could have been this could be the fabled monkey turns deck that I've talked about multiple times as a theoretical thing to do. Yeah, exactly. You have red mana. Monkey turn sounds interesting to me. Oh god. It shouldn't. It's a terrible idea. He's kind of right. I don't think you can actually just jam monkey in any deck, okay? You can't do that. You have to have tools that clear the way. You do. If maybe if I played a 60 card deck, maybe. Oh, yeah. Fellow monkey turns? Yeah, maybe. Indomitable creativity into a monkey! Alright then. Monkey makes creativity targets. That he does. Ragamakas. Damn, they stopped playing sorcery speed things. So I guess we'll play Omnath first, because if they... Maybe I should play nothing? Or Time Warp? Time Warp. One, they can't queller this. And two... If they counter it, I'm not really losing anything that's, like, significant. Nagate? Are you serious? Playing 4 Monkey of Assertions wouldn't be that bad. I agree it wouldn't be that bad. It's just, like... I don't know. It would be the good meme. It would be the good meme. It would be the right way to meme that. Did they play a land before they played their tracker? I'm fairly certain that they did. So Omnath into Time Raveler? Yeah. Oh. Okay. Four, 5, 6, 7, sure. Stop, he's already dead! He's already dead! No, you can't do it, it's too rough! One of the players will be actually unmasked and killed in the ring! Please tell me they verdict here. I'm so excited to get verdicted here. Come on. That's why I've been playing really fast Shadowless and not talking anywhere near as much as I normally would. It's not an issue because I've actually kind of been playing my butt off this game, but I'm definitely way behind on clock. I am aware of it. But thank you for pointing it out because it definitely could be potentially problematic. Yeah, we do have a command for it. It's a good one too. Master of Time. Let's slow things down. They did not know if they wanted to counter that or not. Green. Draw a card. Okay. Wrenn and Six, okay. Good combat. Still have Yorion to grab. Kill you? I mean, almost. For anyone who's not aware, Royal Raceway, that is your Mario Kart music of choice. That is the banger. I'll put it on once I have a second here. No! It happened. That's right. Coco deck punished. Yeah, Settle the Wreckage would have been phenomenal. Settle the Wreckage would have been the real justice play. I would have appreciated them for Settle. And then we go Time Raveler, we plus it. They have a Colonnade, but I can phase it out anyway. So they're done for. I should have grabbed Yorion there. It's not going to matter, probably. Almost definitely not. Settle the Wreckage. Did you wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby? Also, if they were to boot up Colonnade to come kill my Teferi, they would lose. So, this is going well. The Master of Time. Master of Time is a wild Magic the Gathering card. For anyone who's unaware. Coco again? Sure. Enjoy. We haven't seen Skyclave Apparition out of them yet, right? Zap Brannigan. If we can hit that bullseye, the rest of their dominoes will fall like a house of cards. Checkmate. I wish their minus three was a -2. Yeah, that would obviously be more powerful. It's not meant to be a powerful card. They don't have enough snowlands? I mean, did they ever, Mike? Did they ever? I have a Time Warp in my graveyard. Opponent, I have a Time Warp in my hand. Skyclave didn't exist when they built their deck. That's fair. Shouldn't be hating on them for that one. Okay, so I don't actually have a land, though, to go infinite with Time Warps, but I can just cast the one in my hand and then use the Wrenn and Six to plus, and then it's over. Cool. Also, we can attack here. Does anyone know why my Wall of Blossoms are split up? Anyone? Anyone know what's going on? This one is the Outcast. I'm not ulting my Wrenn and Six. Social distancing. Yeah, these are in the same, like, pod. Just make go things, yeah. Isn't it foil? It is not. They're all just old frame. Screw the one on the right in particular. Oh, that's where I won? I agree with my opponent. It wasn't over yet. I missed lethal last turn? Could I have pinged down enough of their things? I bet I could have. And then fetch lands to trigger Omnath? I bet it was there. Yeah. 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 But thanks, team. I mean, if I needed it. I have less Planeswalker activation, exactly. Hey, Great Fox. Roy, can we get a command that's mist? Whichever spelling you prefer. And it just adds a counter on mist lethals. Because I think we already have a mist lethal command. Or we have a lethal command, right? Oh, we don't. But maybe mist lethal? And now I'm assuming that I'm just misspelling the word lethal. I drew Stomping Grounds. I should have played that. Mist? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Shadowless. It would be funny. But I think more people wouldn't get it. Are they on honest to goodness control again? Man, why? Oh, thanks, Mr. Grey Fox. Yeah, I like it. Why so much control? Ooh, control. I know. So we'll play Wall of Blossoms here. If they have a counterspell, I want to get through it eventually. How you doing? Good morning. Hit exclamation point deck for me. You might enjoy this one. I'm so hungry I could eat at Arby's. Oh man, you really... Wow. Please play your time, Raveler. Oh, yes. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And against control, we'll do this. 8 cards in hand? Damn it. I'm so smart. SMRT. Alright. Is command working? Sorry, let me make sure the bot's there. It frequently leaves the channel. Yeah, it did. Alright, give me a second. Come on. Yeah, of course they have the ending. Okay, it should be there now. Yeah, thanks, Roy. That's beautiful. Okay, so now we go Fires Wrenn and Six. Yeah. Yeah. What? It should be on the right deck. Oh, come on. No, it should be on the right deck. Okay, the actual factual link to the current deck we're playing is here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's a 4-color cube deck, exactly. This is a sweet cube, though. It has Oath of Teferi in it. I mean, you can't buy cubes this cool. Look at this turn. We're gonna search for tomorrow and to storm the festival. I mean, come on. Come on. Oh, they got my Wrenn and Six down. That'd be... No! What? Where are you going? You top tier maverick, you? What? Come back! You didn't even see! Oh, it's so good. I can't. Like, what? Oh, just not having it. I wonder if their hand was full of mana leaks. That's why they conceded, because their mana leak would never have text. If you're still covering Modern, and I know you guys are on your thing, at some point you got to cover some of the creativity deck, because I did top 32 one of the PTQs and top 64 the other one. So yeah, this deck is amazing. But creativity in terms of competitive decks is sweet. Can be arranged? Cool. If you want me on for it, I will gladly wake up at any hour of the 24-hour clock too. Although, you don't need to do that. All right. Counterspell is strictly worse mana leak? It depends on how stretched your color requirements are. I personally believe that there are decks that want to play Counterspell. I mean, there's creativity already. Obvious answer. Okay, we can grab Yorion this turn. They might have Archmage's Charm, so this might not have been a good pass. Might save it for future endeavors. You save it for whatever you want. I know I'm in good hands with the one and only M-Zine. What does an M-Zine do? Like, what kind of bodily functions does it process? I'm assuming all the good ones. I'm assuming the M-Zine processes alcohol into witty Simpsons references. That's canon now. I should have ending their Teferi. Cheese and beer? Yeah. Maybe it's like a mold. I liked my other response, though. Processes alcohol into witty Simpsons references. It's a catalyst? Well, that's what an enzyme is, right? How dare you call a woman mold? I'm just being egalitarian. I would call anyone mold. I call Roy mold all the time. Roy, tell her. And of course, this is the moment where Roy decides he's going to say, "What? You've never called me mold in your life." All right, I guess we go Fires into Tamiyo, pick up Teferi. Oh, no, they don't have another Mystical Dispute, do they? Please, no? That's just rude. All right. Might have one more turn here. Yeah, you got your start doing the budget content for TCG Player, right? Which is still like a huge part of sort of your identity as a content creator. But now you just do everything. You even get to write about D&D books. You lucky duck. You earned it, though. Good for you. I couldn't have happened to a nicer person. Green, white, blue, red. Celestial Purge, yeah, I know. Well, it's good against Jun Sagavan. It's fine in the meta. It's good against DRCs and Ragavans. All right, we're out of this game. We're not catching up to that. So I could have killed the Teferi earlier. Instead, I jammed my own Teferi, and I think that's largely speaking where we lost that game. But also, they had the double dispute, which was a bit much. Bit much. We have a medicinal chemist in chat? My grandpa's here? You gotta have your Xbox gamer tag. When I was growing up, my thing was always Timex because I loved my Timex digital watch. Yes, this is canon. That is a fact. I loved my Timex digital watch. I was clearly the coolest of children. I was about as cool then as I am now, so. Have you guys ever seen a match between Blue-White Control and anything get to Game 3 this fast? I guess maybe Burn? Maybe Burn. But, I don't know that I've ever seen Blue-White Control and any other deck get to Game 3 this quickly. So now we just start jamming into their counter magic. Tamiyo's not getting me much here, so let's play her into the first one. All right, into the Charnel House with you, Tamiyo. Enjoy. In 2016, Affinity versus Blue-White Control is faster. I mean, I can believe that. I just... Did they not have Path to Exile? Or did it just not matter? There was too many creatures. That might be the case. Assuming that they don't read Oath of Teferi very well. Let's play it. See if I can get a single card draw here. It's about my cube? I love that. That's Homer the Smithers, right? Yeah. Mr. Byrne, I have your messages. You have 30 minutes to move your cube. You have 15 minutes. You have 5 minutes. Your car has been crusted into a cube. You have 30 minutes to move your cube. Sorry, 30 minutes to move your car. The you have 30 minutes to move your cube is just... That's just, like, that is the epitome of that era of Simpsons writing. Like, you got the joke, but then there was a follow-up joke that was even better. My opponent just counterspelled Oath of Teferi. Cube deck is working. Alright, I'd rather play Yorion here than Omnath. Because I think they will have another counter. And unfortunately, I did not build this deck with any ability to punch through here. Solitude. Oh, that's just rude. Might mean they don't have another counter, though. So... Another Solitude, probably? Yeesh. Yep. Why are we fetching? We have Omnath in hand? I'm not going to fetch with this. I feel like I wasn't going to play the... I'm trying to make sure that we're getting... We also have Wrenn and Six. Yeah, like, I don't know. I've got a million lands. Like, I'm not worried about setting up for it unduly. No, I think, Roy, it's a standard card, and it's clearly not meant to be a powerhouse. It is a pretty ridiculous card. Like, once you see what it gets going and doing, like, I understand that for standard, it actually might have caused some things to break. You want to save landfall triggers? I guess triple triggering is pretty important with Omnath against Blue-White Control. It resolved. Okay, so I could gain life. Wait, they evoked? I mean, I guess I might as well gain life, though. Because this is blue-white. They don't have, Lair of the Hydra. Good draw. Smashy, smashy. Probably for EDH casual reasons. No, there was a Superfriends deck in that standard that was pretty obnoxious. Like, and the way Oath would have bumped the power level of that, I think it would have been a bit gross. Oath of Kaya. I mean, that's not one of the sort of original oaths, but it... Ooh. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So next turn we can flashback Storm, so we should play the front side this turn. Yes, I do, Emma. Yes, I do. Very clearly. Remember when Oath of Nissa was unbanned in Pioneer in the middle of combo winter? Yeah, you do. Oof. So they must have very little in hand at this point. Good draw? Not a great draw. Please? Please? No! Come on! Oh. At least I have the Lair of the Hydras to keep me in this game, maybe? Doesn't have reach, though. Okay, one time, no counter, please. One time. Yeah. I mean, I didn't put any sideboard cards for control, and we're suffering for it. I didn't put a single sideboard card for control, because I assume we'd just be able to outvalue them, and as that has not proven to be true quite. Although... Yeah. Blue-white Chalice control is what we're against, Emma. It's, oftentimes you can just beat them by outvaluing them, but unfortunately, like, their draw has just been really, really, really tight. So, if I play Teferi here, I'm locked into Lair. We just played Teferi, Jace here. And then I have 1, 2, 1, 2, oh... Shoot. Yeah. What if I bounce the shark? I can... What does this cost? So how much does it cost to make it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I can sacrifice the Lair to save Jace. Assuming they don't have another creature in hand. What? What? I played a different spell this turn! They were doing this to put out lethal. That's incredible. Wild. And they put Kahira in hand. Oh my god, they have super lethal. I forgot about the Kahira buffing the Solitudes. So that means I can't trade my Lair for the Solitude anymore? Gosh, what a sick draw. Alright, we could technically draw out of this depending on how they attack. They're putting all on Teferi? Ah, you're so annoying. Why would you do that? All right, let's just mill ourselves for one in case we hit a storm. Okay, Fires was not a draw I wanted anyway, so that's good. God damn. Ridiculous draw. Although, if I was going to draw anything that beat it, mill one is worthwhile. It certainly was. It certainly was! It's working! So 2, 2, 2, 2, This is pod racing. Whee! Oh my god. Well, that was fun. I had fun. Did you guys have fun? And I have flashback. You damn right I do. Mill 1 was worth it. It certainly was. Memory Deluge flashback. Okay, so they probably have a counter spell. But we can just attack with a giant Lair. I guess they could get white card Solitude here. But I would gain a lot of life. Bum, 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 bum. All right, let's Oath to see what I find. Those are on the bottom? Yikes. We'll hold on to that in case I find a Wrenn and Six. Hydra assembled in the form of a 10/10. I guess I put them on a 2-turn clock, right? Nine plus 12? Yeah. Smork. Oh, and I have 10 next turn. Even if they verdict, they need more. They have 2 cards in hand. Oh, they have Arden Vale. I can't Kasmina and Storm. Well, they have 2 cards, Mike, so I'm assuming at least one of them is a counter spell. So Kasmina starts giving me Scries here, which... because they can make a token this turn. I do not want that right now. We can cycle this to draw. It's probably worth doing now because the Lair is not going to do much for me. Okay. Just hold that for now, I guess. Yeah. In case I draw Omnath. So they missed the token. What? Opponent, you missed a token. Right? Did I count wrong? Yikes. Well, now I'm... oh. They're going to make a token, then make another token? White? Oh, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Free Punishing Fire. Oh. Well, I didn't want a Prismatic Ending, but I sure do now. Okay. God, this thing is just so brutal. Well, they can't block it. This at least forces a Solitude. I forgot. Yeah, that's on me. I forgot that was an option for them. Because they plus their Teferi. I killed it, and I forgot that its static was still going. I mean, I had to try, and we were going to get blown out there anyway, but it always sucks. All right. We still got the Storm in Graveyard. The fact that we almost stole this game back is pretty impressive. So, let's see how far we can go. They still haven't used this. Like, oof. Come on, baby. What? Jeez. They've had 2 cards in hand for a while. One of them has to be a counterspell for the flashback. Thrill Ho! Don't need that. Right, flashback Storm and play Wrenn and Six. I can. This can get an island, though. I think. Should be an island. Yeah. Oh, but they can make an extra token. Wrenn and Six for a 2/2 doesn't even help me. I mean, it does, but not as much as I was hoping it would. All right, we'll take like one more draw, but yeah, it's unfortunate how hard they buried us. I think there was a turn where I misplayed, where they had Memory Deluge, and I thought they were gonna like cast something else, and they just cast Memory Deluge out of their graveyard, and we got wrecked by it, but that's fine. Blue-White Control is one of the best decks in the meta for a reason, so. Didn't have a single sideboard card to respect it. Got. Yeah, we're dead. Ugh. Alright. We're down to the wire here, folks. Believers, your points are on the line. Les Grill! The hell is that? Les Grill. Love it. Also a quality Homer quote. From now on, we'll be spelling everything with letters. Are you telling us Storm the Festival isn't the best deck in the format? Oh, it is, just not this version. I, a content creator, am playing this deck, and therefore, I'm only doing so because I think it is the absolute best thing in the format that no one else is doing. Like and subscribe. That may be from the Aftertime Shadow List, but it is a great line. Also, as a Canadian, what's the best Pokemon card to use as a dwarf token? I mean, that has to be a trick question, right? There's a Lord of the Rings card game somewhere. Also a World of Warcraft card game somewhere. Yeah, there's a living TCG one, right? And then there was an actual TCG that failed, I'm pretty sure. Maybe there were 2 actual TCGs that failed? Because I don't think there's one now, but I'm fairly certain there was, once upon a time, there was, or there might still be like a living card game. You want lo-fi punts? That's adorable. There were 2 Lord of the Rings card games. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Goodish draw. Oh yeah, so Em, if you're still here, you've been doing content a while. Is there ever a moment of panic where someone's like, "Hey, I love this thing you did, and I've spent a bunch of money on it now," and you go, "Oh God, someone out there is actually buying something based on my advice." Nuzleaf's thick thighs are too distracting. That's a sentence I didn't expect to hear ever. Yes, opponent, waste your time. Oh, it's gonna be the moon deck, right? Probably. Maybe. Well, either way, I get to resolve Wrenn and Six here, most likely. Was the first modern deck I ever built. I actually know exactly what it was. It was Jerry Thompson's Pro Tour Finals Mardu Pyromancer deck. And the finals was between him and another person playing Blue-Red Pyromancer, I believe. What a time to be alive. After that, Mike, the decks I wanted to build were Snapcaster Cryptic decks, but those were much more expensive. So, and they were not actual meta decks, but it was Corey Burkhart control with 4 Cryptic, 4 Kolaghan's Command, 4 Snapcasters. But the blue fetches were so much more expensive. And I found this YouTube content guy, God's Shadow, who does a lot of sick content for like Grixis mid-range decks, which are super fun. Yeah, Grixis Disappointment was what I built into from Mardu, because it was like adjacent. So you're telling me I shouldn't spend over 1.5k on the Storm the Festival deck? To be fair, if you do that, you will have the core of one of the best decks in Modern right now, the 4-color Sky Noodle deck. So I am not telling you not to do that. Net decking is a great way to get in the game and learn the play patterns. I completely agree. Like, that's why I love playing decks from the 5.0s, just learning the way people build things and are building things. Do I want to play another Omnath into this right now? Let's play Fury, because this shoots down their Jace, so if they have another counter, they'll play it. Poor Jeskai Murktide deck, getting beat up on while use. Poor little. Spend the 5k for a full foil set with all the old border cards in foil where possible. Holy yikes. Wow, they're just drawing a card. I wonder if they desperately want to hit land? Oh, is God Shadow gone? I haven't looked at his content in a while. I really loved it, though. He was amazing. And he was playing, like, 62-card Grixis Luris for months. And I actually ran into him in a league at one point. Or, no, my friend ran into him and asked him the question for me of, like, why are you playing 62 cards? And he's like, the math was exactly correct, that this was the correct number of cards to play. And I was like, wait, what? Apparently, in some form or fashion, he had worked out exactly how many cards he wanted to play. So I still have a land drop? I do. So I can play Teferi into Omnath, or Omnath into Teferi, I guess. Seems mo better. If the Omnath resolves. Will I frown upon you for using a Gimli Funko Pop as a dwarf token? Absolutely. I won't stop you. I'll just frown in your general direction. I'm gonna give him the frowning of a lifetime. Yeah, apparently he had it. Apparently he had a very good reason for playing 62 cards. I believe it. Okay, so let's storm here, because we lost the Wrenn and Six. Oh, I have a replacement Wrenn and Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can play Wrenn and Six into storm. Let's do that. Oops. I have another forest to get. Yeah. Okay. This cube deck is great. Omnath, Fury. Yes. Triggers. Okay. Pass the turn. Do you have a single favorite card in all of MTG? Snapcaster Mage, baby. Off to the Gaim. Oh, the Gaim. Thanks, Em. Pump those not gonna describe your legs. Great. Pump those great legs. I thought you were telling us to purchase everyone. And I was like, oh, I guess M's getting ready for working for an American company. Just buy everyone. So we never saw Murktide. I'm assuming they're on Murktide. I should probably be playing Rest in Peace here. But it messes with my Wrenn and Six and my Storm the Festival, so screw it. Soul Sisters League win? Oh, that's gotta be a donation deck. I don't want to play no Soul Sisters. Control matchups aren't that bad when they don't draw a counterspell every turn. That's true. Although the current version of Blue-White Control plays at least 12. Got a league trophy with Red White Obosh playing 4 Blossoming Calm in the sideboard. Yeah, why not? I mean, apparently Korean esports does that more than Americans. Team 1 has 2 full rosters for their main team of LoL, where everyone else in all of LoL has maybe 1 extra player for the whole team. Yikes. Reserves. Sand may not be good enough. But I'm going to hit all my land drops. We're going Waffo style here. I'm going to hit all my land drops. Oh. I think Asia in general just treats it like most other nations treat sports, Carrion Lich. We're just surprised to see it. It's more worth doing next turn, right? Well, I guess I'm leaving the moment to Memory Deluge. Yeah. Figured it out too late. Whoops. Okay, well, theoretically I have an ending for that. Hey, Roy, do you like the ease with which I'm roying people now? I do. I really appreciate it. Like, we royed him good there, in theory. For those new to the chat, roying is delaying your land drop to cause your opponent to think that you can't play another spell. It's just something that, like, I noticed Roy, my good friend who's in chat there, Roybert, was very, very good at doing. Did it all the time to me. And when I would believe the feint, the low resources feint, I would call it getting royed. And I would get roid rage from it. Yeah, it's very different Legacy, right? And there's times not to do it. The post spell pierce land of shame is a real thing. So like, it's not. Yeah, I mean it's not just force spikes. It's free force spikes, right? And I would not say it's bad practice in Modern, even though technically speaking, there's. Yeah, I think we could play Wall of Ice Fang in this deck over Wall of Blossoms, almost definitely Matzo Ball. This is the first draft, right? And I didn't know what I was gonna like, what I was not gonna not like, right? Yeah, I mean, getting got with Mana Tithe. I mean, you just like it's Modern. You're not supposed to respect Mana Tithe. Don't do it. You're gonna lose more games. You are gonna lose more games by playing around Mana Tithe in Modern than by not playing around Mana Tithe in Modern. Like, if you have to go out of your way to play around Mana Tithe, just don't worry about it. You're gonna be fine. You're not gonna get Mana Tithe, and when you get Mana Tithe, you know, it's fine. I mean, you can play Mana Tithe all you want. It's just like... And you will get people with it. I guarantee it. Spell Pierce is generally the better card. But people are aware of Spell Pierce, and they will play around it. That's the thing. Yeah, exactly. When you get Mana Tithe, laugh it off and win with the rest of your deck against the rest of their deck. This game is not in a good spot, but... Yeah, so this deck definitely needs some sideboard Veils or something. And then Wall of Blossoms should maybe be Ice Fang for these matchups. Although, Ice Fang dies very easily against some other decks, so I'm not 100% sure on that. Okay, so we're going to get double countered this turn, but whatever. They're behind on cards, or at least they will be. Oh, really? Sure. You denied me my card in such a cheeky way. Boy, I bet that's really going to screw me up. Do I play Mind Sculptor first? Because I can... No, we play Omnath first. Well, I already played the land for turn. I think I still play Omnath first. No, because they might just have Verdict. Well, but, yeah, whatever. Well, the thing about Tamiyo is Tamiyo next turn picks up a 4-drop, and then I play the 4-drop. So that's why I'm going to do Tamiyo next turn. And then drawing Storm the Festival there was great. I'm assuming Omnath was just draw a card. 4 mana, draw a card, and then they'll play something to kill it. They'll Solitude it, they'll Wrath, they'll something. Jace is actually going to get a counterspell, and then next turn we can go Tamiyo into... Jace did not eat a counterspell. I mean, they have a Colonnade, that's a lot of mana. Okay. I guess they could Solitude Omnath, bounce Wall? Yeah, okay, that's probably what it is. Yeah. Plus Jace? Should have plus Jace. Blue-white control traditionally has a very hard time removing Jace the Mind Sculptor, and I didn't think of the one situation, which is now, where they could have. I just didn't even think. I just wasn't thinking about it at all, how they were actually going to solve my board. So, that's on me. Get greedy, get punished. Their Teferi has just been endlessly annoying here. I don't even want this Fires right now. It's funny. Let's probably go Wall of Blossoms. See where we end up. And there's no guarantee that plussing the Jace was going to mean the Jace was going to live. But they had a very clear potential line to kill the Jace. Deluge. Okay. I don't have another Wrenn and Six here. I wish I did, because then I could play it and kill the Teferi. Sure. I'm glad that ate a counterspell. That's really all I needed it to do. They don't have a Teferi 5 yet, so I'm not actually worried about this game at any point yet. But they do have Vantress and a lot of mana. Plus a Memory Deluge to flashback, so I have to make sure that they're being pressured enough each turn. So I have 10 mana here. So I can go Tamiyo into Storm. And at minimum, probably gets them to tap out, and then next turn flashback Storm. Well, it's just so many people are playing blue-white. We didn't run into a single aggro deck tonight, like, of any real kind, I don't think. Just Living End, which is not an aggro deck. Okay, let's get my forest. Resolves. When they the thing is, they board in like 2 to 4 vetoes. It's so much. Cryptic. Ah! I'm so upset they started playing that again. It's too much. It's the counterspell that's actually a 2-for-1. Instead of Archmage's Charm, where you have to work for the 2-for-1. Oh well. This has drawn them, I think, 3 cards this turn. It's too much. I know you say that, Mr. Grey Fox, but like, it's good. Like, it's good right now to play Cryptic. It's very good. Let's play Wrenn and Six, Explore, and Yorion. I think. I don't know, maybe I'm just supposed to be firing off all the big haymakers here, but Omnath. No, they could still instant speed Wrath, but they don't want to right now. Oh, result. Hot. Yeah, but the thing is, Mr. Grey Fox, there's a lot more very greedy decks floating around, so it is worth playing. Like, it's definitely worth playing a Cryptic. Sorry, I need to land drop. I think there's a duel of some kind. Oh, this is the flashback on Deluge. Dig through time in Modern. It's reasonable in the mirrors. I mean, it's reasonable against anything slower, right? Even against Living End or Rhinos, like, because they're playing Chalice and Teferi and Counterspell and Archmage's Charm, and this deck he's even playing Force of Negation. Why not fetch it to Sky Noodle? Yeah, I should have done that. Maybe Verdict, I guess, but that's Yeah, I should have done that. Yeah, I should have done that. I forgot. I honestly almost missed my land drop, and then I made it post combat, got the life gain trigger, and didn't remember that I still had the potential to go for the mana trigger. So it's on me. That's why. 'Cause I'm an idiot. But now I can't play Yorion because they can have instant speed verdict. I think they just remembered they have instant speed verdict. They're okay. They have verdict and they're attacking just to get the 3 life. I think Cryptic, Roy, although I'm not actually sure. I mean, Confluence is apparently a good card in the format that it's in. But I don't know. Let's go Teferi into Yorion this turn. Especially if they let the Teferi resolve. Teferi plus Wrenn and Six is pretty good. No, it's not Modern Legal. The question was if it were Modern Legal. If it were Modern Legal, would you play it over Cryptic Command? I don't think I would. It would have, yeah, Shadowless. I think I'd rather play Yorion here than lose the Teferi. I need the last one. Well, the red one wouldn't get played in Modern because it's too much mana, I think. 5 mana for a counterspell. Yeah, I think that's the problem. And you can't defend yourself with it. Like, the Cryptic to tap the team, Cryptic to bounce stuff is so good. Ending Wrenn and Six in response. God. So many instant speed endings this match. I like getting your opinion on fake cards before they become Modern Legal. Interesting. Kasmina, alright. Mystic Confluence can bounce 3 creatures? Okay, I don't know the text on Mystic Confluence. Do I live in California? No. You like Mystic Confluence better. Sure. You can draw 3 cards with it. I know you can do that, and you can triple Mana Leak? I just literally didn't know the last mode on it. Bounce the right. God, stop! Oh, they're playing something. No. I can't beat that card. We have Furies, and... But my... Yeah. So, what is going to get... Ontario. Where's my Prismatic Ending for 5? Yeah, I mean, I guess we could have 1 off-color something. They got to 7 cards in hand. How? Just soul crushed. Yeah, we don't have a Black Source. It's definitely something that could get added. Charm. So they have Veto last. If I have another 2 lands in the deck, I can Storm the Festival. Let's see. Nope. Nope. I have a Breeding Pool. I have more mana producing lands, but not ones I can fetch. Alright. They're just going to have another Teferi, though, at this point, right? But, I don't know. Maybe not. No, because I've never killed one, right? Not all game? God. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know if I have the... I don't know if I have the tenacity to finish this. We have all the Storm the Festivals in the graveyard in the world, but... Oh, sure, Roy. I mean, I personally don't feel all that interested. Oh no, I'm on the East Coast. It's real friggin' late. It's 2:23. Yeah, it is late. I am the earliest of like the late night streamers. We usually don't go this late, but it's been 2 longer leagues. Plus, I played a match beforehand. They have 8 cards in hand. Good God. They don't have that much mana, but it doesn't matter when our spells are mostly very expensive. Although we can't go Teferi into Storm here, so... Mord would normally be streamed by now. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to tonight, but we'll be rating Freak You Nasty if he's not. I'm cutting into Mord's time. Not really, like, that's not how it works, but... I think he either... like went off to do other things or something when he asked if I was going to finish this league, and the answer was yes. It's been an incredibly long league, so much control, just infinite control decks that I've been against. Oath of Teferi. Oh yeah. Shark Typhoon? Yeah, I agree, Roy. Yeah. This is a really good sign. Because they'll have to force a negation my Teferi, if they have one. Which means I get to Storm here. Nope. Wait. Do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a breeding pool. Yep. I'll take it. Not great, actually. Playing stuff out of my hand would have just been better there, but I'll take it. I think I misplayed that turn. I think maybe I was supposed to play Kasmina and Oath, but they had 10 power and attackers, so realistically, like, there was no way through this. And they could just tuck my Teferi, they can attack my Teferi, they could do anything they want. Yeah, I mean, Ravine is good, but we'll see. Like, they have Castle, they have Colonnade, they have 9 cards in hand. So... Ravine feels like a good card to have drawn, but I don't know how much it's actually going to matter. Hello, Nicholas CMX. I hope your day is starting out well. If you're over there on the planet Europa. We can activate Ravina many times. I mean, yes, but I don't think it's worth doing if it's going to get solituded. So I'm not going to do that. But yes. Yes, we could. Technically, that's an option. How many times can we activate? I just don't care. It doesn't matter. Doing it more than once is almost definitely not worth it versus this hand. Right? I mean, maybe if I'm trying to clock them later... it would be irrelevant, but I don't think that it is at the moment. I'm just not interested in counting. I'm pretty tired. Playing Goblin combo is going pretty well. Blue-white doesn't like Blood Moons. Yeah, that's true. They really don't. They have good answers for it, but they do not appreciate getting mooned. Connects? Okay, so let's play Kasmina. Then Oath. And then I could pitch for Fury in theory. Sure. No one likes getting mooned. Did I not activate my Wrenn and Six yet? Oh, I'm sliding Oath of Nissa if I'm sliding anything. Counterspell? Sure. Hey, opponent. Your Teferi's dead! His family's dead! I have more Storm the Festivals in my graveyard. This game is not over. Wild. I have one more Storm the Festival in my graveyard? Yeah, one. How many of their endings have they used? 1, 2, 3. 3. Alright, well, we got their value engine off the battlefield, so kind of feeling okay here. Remember how I said that Raging Ravine thing wasn't going to matter? How many counterspells have they played? I mean, counterspell, a lot. But I can't count through their factual, like, different counterspells. Like, if we're talking about different ways they could counter spells that I have, they have more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't Ravine and... I can't Ravine and do anything. Would I rather get them to play a counterspell or get solituded? I think counterspell at this point, unfortunately. Yeah. They might think I have land drop into Ravine. I don't. Yep. Okay. They can definitely stop my Wrenn and Six by the time it's going to be relevant. Also, they just could have had Verdict there. Yeah, see, that's the reason I'm not counting through their counter magic is it's just too much. And it's impossible to know how much their sideboard had, right? Like, it's just not... I'm too tired. I can't use mental energy on it. I can't. And here's their graveyard popped out. I can make it a more reasonable size if you want to try to count, and then try to like reverse derive how many counter spells they'll be playing. But I don't recommend it. So when you get got by one more counter spell, you're gonna go, oh, I guess they were playing an extra veto or something. Yeah, they've been. That's the thing is they were playing Force too, which is not normal, but they're doing it. They out here. Okay, so that's a good-ish draw. Depending on what we draw into with it, might be the game. Also, I guess they could just have Force though. I should have activated again. I still can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah. Triggers! They're going to Verdict. Yep. But we get to kind of get them with a time warp. So hopefully we draw into anything relevant. Something? I guess I'll take that. Storm? There's no storms left. Oh, you wanted to draw into Storm. Yeah. I get my Raging Ravine back. Boop. They have a 7/7 and a 4/4 though. They can't activate both yet, I assume. They cannot. But it's a close thing. I can't get this big enough. Crap. They were attacking with a Solitude into my wall of Blossoms for like 70 turns. I can't make my Raging Ravine big enough. God damn it. They're a coward, they won't block? Yeah, they will. What are you talking about? Their thing has hexproof. Not hexproof, it has ward 3. Oh. And they have a shark. Yeah, sorry, Roy. Thank you. Yeah. I didn't notice. You can beat ward 3? What? I mean, yeah, but not if I pump my Ravine multiple times to get through it. I don't, it's not, I don't know. I'm very, very bad at bluffing. In situations where I have, like, absolutely nothing and no... You had 3 Wrenn remaining as 6/6? Did I actually, though? So 4, 1, 2, 3... No, I had, like, 1 left. I have to activate it 3 times to make it a 6/6 in a single swing. Which is 12 mana. I don't have that much. I do not. Yeah. Alright, and we're dead here, so. That was an incredible game 3 after such a fast game 1, 2. Oh. That was game 2? Wow. Wild. Alright, well, I guess I better play fast in the last one. Is this the last one or is that game 1? We played against Control too many times. I can't fathom more. Game 3 now? Alright, let's do it. Opponent's on 61. Good for them. Yeah, that's the plan, guys, girl. That was game 2? Okay, good. They could have force. Yep. Wrenn and Six is always going to be a 2-for-1, but force doesn't feel great. I want to cantrip into my land. If they have counterspell, it's fine. They won't counter this. Good. 2-for-1 is huge in the matchup. It's not. I mean, it is if it continues, but I don't have the mental ability right now to explain that, like, yes, but. Now, we're going to play Fires here, which probably goes really well for me. Easily, yeah, they kind of have to counter this, because that would have buried them very quickly. And I'm glad I got to spend a Fires there, because Fires is generally okay in the matchup, but I think I'd rather be playing cards that sort of generate value, I guess, is the way I want to say it. It's got to be white, red, green. That's a 2-for-1. They're in a Cryptic? Of course. Of course they have Cryptic. Blue-white control. No. Okay, that's fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. I just go Omnath again. Veto for this one. So they don't have to waste the counter spells that are... Oh! No, they didn't. A Sphinx of the Final Word in Vegas? It depends on what deck you're on. They're going to have Deluge? Crap. Ugh. Well, at least their Teferi never drew them a card. They had it on 6 loyalty there. But... this is getting to me so much. Freaking, it's like 15, 16 counterspell deck. It's really unpleasant. You're on blue-white? Okay, makes sense there, I guess. Really? I know, Roy. I'm fine. It's just like, I'll be fine. Shark? Shit. No land drop? I want to save it for Teferi. I'm just looking for more action at the moment, so... Shame phasing doesn't kill tokens. I mean, it's just designed that way, right? Like, it's actually, like, one of the reasons it's back is because that is the case, right? If it was killing tokens, I think they wouldn't have brought it back. Shit, my Wrenn and Six resolved. It's not actually what I wanted to happen. Okay, that's fine. I lose one of my Planeswalkers here. Or both. I can't beat this. Fuck. That's too good. I can't beat that. I'm not trying to resolve Tamiyo. I should have. It would have stopped. I don't know. I can't do this anymore. I can't process all the decisions and all the things I have to play around and against. Like, the early game was just too brutal. The last game was too long. And I have no sideboard cards. I can't. I can't do it. I should have jammed it, but I didn't. It's like my last resource, and I didn't want to just waste it without having a follow-up. Because, like, Tamiyo is theoretically a really great draw to have here. Well, it's just so easy to play blue-white, in my opinion. In most cases, it's just like, it's so... I don't know. I find the sequencing for blue-white very easy. And, like, obviously there is a lot of nuance to it. But, we're probably just dead, too. They're just going to have the, they're going to have, Solitude. Next league I have Threat. No, I'm just going to add 4 Veils. That is more than enough for this and other matchups. Yeah, Solitude. No. Oh my god. We can also play Shark Typhoon in this deck, actually. Although it doesn't work with Storm, but you have to board... I don't know. It's just like... We ran into a bunch of, like, tempo-y, just, like, non-stop counter decks. And we beat the 2016 deck, but we're not beating this. They're going Dome? Weird. They must have enough counters in hand that they're just confident. This doesn't make any sense from the way they've played all the games. The only way this makes sense is if they're about to, like, remove both my Planeswalkers, which they are not. Worried about clock? I'm not worried about clock anymore. Oh, they're worried about clock. Well, they could be, I suppose. It's like a perfect draw, right? This could actually win us the game here. Oh, they're F6'd. We might have just won. As long as I play quickly. Yeah, we might have this. Wild. What can Tamiyo pick up? She could pick up Time Warp. Scry 1. Well, I have to figure out the sequencing. So yes, we do have to play quickly, but playing too quickly and making mistakes is going to lose us the game. Oh, Wrenn and Six is plus mana. Right. Good. I overtapped. It'll be fine. I should have activated my Nether Teferi first. Is fine. Keep the new one. Bounce another shark. Cycle wall. Get the Time Warp. Play a Time Warp. Can't attack. Top that. It's not over yet, Mike. Crap. I don't know what to do. Ah! There we go. Okay, we time walked. $12-12. That doesn't kill them. Okay, plus. Minus. Wait, I have lethal right now, right? I just need to... I can't boot up Lair. I need more damage. 12 plus 6 plus 2. I have it, and I can remove the hull by phasing it out. We got it. It's over. Found lethal. I can phase the giant, exactly. Resolves. Buzzer beater. Woo! Best 3-2 I've ever earned, baby. We had so much value left on the table. Oh, I knew Oath of Teferi plus this type of crap was going to be... Oh... I had so much more. It wasn't even over. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was completely insane. All right. I'm way more proud of that 3-2 than I was of the 5-0. So Search for Tomorrow was basically never relevant in the games that we played. How do you win versus aggro decks? Fury. Just Fury them, you'll be fine. And then Ice Fang is probably better than Wall of Blossoms. Although not as easy to cast in the early game, so I'm not 100% sold on that. But the number of... Is this the best deck for Wrenn and Seven? I don't even know if it's a good deck. You can't Fury and 8/8 Shadow. I haven't seen Shadow in a minute, but the bigger problem with Death Shadow decks is not the creature, it's the Stubborn Denials. Like, they're just going to eat this deck alive for the most part, and it's going to be very difficult to beat them. So Ice Fang's probably better than Wall of Blossoms. Yeah, I won't Matzo Ball. I mean, we'll rework the mana base fully. And I think there could be a basic mountain in here. Yeah, I mean, obviously you can swap the Furies for Solitudes, and maybe we should. And then we could swap the Wall of Blossoms into Wall of Omens for the pitch count. Can't wait to see this pile again. I mean, it might be a minute. That was and then the sideboard obviously needs some tuning. I was way overstocked for things like Burn. Prismatic Ending also could probably just be main deck in some number of copies. Killing Planeswalkers is way too relevant in the blue-white meta. Yeah, I guess so. Oh yeah, Fury. Yes, Fury. I mean, the match spread that we ran against Fury ended up being quite good, right? Although there were times where Solitude would have been okay. Do you guys remember on that last turn when they attacked me with all the sharks? And I said, like, wow, they were playing really tight all match, and I just don't think this is correct. And then they died. They died because Kasmina and Tamiyo were on the battlefield. Don't you have too few red cards for Fury? It didn't feel like it. We have Wrenn and Six, Omnath, Fires, Fury. It's low, but it's not mathematically like absolutely garbage. It's definitely low. It should be closer to, I think, 20. But I just didn't have more red cards I wanted to play, I guess. So I didn't. Could probably play Expressive Iteration in this deck in some number. But we were hard casting Fury all the time too, because we were ramping a lot. So feels like it's a good time to start dwarf bugging people. I mean, that double Fury from the Storm was so good, even though I think we lost that game. I thought I won that game. It wasn't. Gross Spiral not worth. It's just more damaging in the early game than Explore a lot of the time, Schmanka. And this deck plays at sorcery speed a lot. So it's fine. I just don't want to overload on that effect. Oath of Nissa was fine all league. Pitch count for 80 card deck is 22 to 24. Yeah. It's definitely not high enough for that. But again, we just cast them a lot of the time. We're storming the festival into them a lot of the time. And I just don't, again, I don't know a lot of red cards I'd want to play in this deck. There should almost definitely be a fourth time Raveler. Kasmina won us that game, by the way. But I am glad that I know exactly what Kasmina does and exactly what Wrenn and Seven do. Also, I could have freed up my... I think I could have freed up my Lair of the Hydra by bouncing their thing. Their Spreading Seas near the end there. And this deck should probably have one Teferi Hero of Dominaria. There's like almost no reason not to play one of that card. It's just good. But Oath of Teferi was quite good in this deck. And I think, again, and I want to be very clear about this, I think significantly better than Doubling Season can ever be. Double activations on Oath of Teferi is cracked in half. It's ludicrous with some of the Planeswalkers in these decks. Especially if you have two of them resolved first. And, like, that's not a crazy thing to say. Like, it happened a bunch of times that we just resolved two Planeswalkers over the course of the game. And then if we were to play Oath of Teferi at that point, it would be just disgusting. So, yeah, excellent showing for a first time out. I think Time Stretch would be hilarious. Doubling Season pairs better with walkers that have game-winning ults. Yeah, but you have to play them afterwards. That's the problem, is like the sequencing matters too much then, in my opinion. And in this deck, Oath of Teferi has other stuff to flicker for value. Like, even just flickering an Oath of Nissa means playing your Oath of Teferi drew you another card. If you have to play it first. So, and that's going to happen in a reasonable percentage of your games. Anyway, hopefully in the future, if you watch this, you had as much fun as we did here. Yeah, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out any of my other videos you're interested in, and I will see you there.